Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel, your go-to space for in-depth political analysis and the biggest stories shaping South Africa today. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss out on breaking political news and analysis. Today's story is one that's already shaking the ANC to its very core. A leaked audio clip allegedly featuring former President Jacob Zuma has surfaced online, and its explosive contents are causing political tremors across the country. The voice, strongly believed to be Zuma's, can be heard accusing high-ranking ANC members of being recruited enemies, essentially infiltrators planted within the party to sabotage it from the inside. This is not just a conspiracy theory whispered in corners anymore. This is a direct allegation coming from one of the ANC's most iconic, controversial, and polarizing figures, and it's happening just as the ruling party tries to regain stability ahead of the 2026 national elections. The voice in the recording says, "We cannot work with recruited enemies within the ANC." It goes on to suggest that some senior leaders were never truly comrades, but instead agents sent to dismantle the liberation movement. And if that wasn't enough, it ends with a chilling statement: how can we rebuild this country with enemies seated at our very table? Now, let's be clear, the authenticity of the audio hasn't been officially confirmed. But insiders say the ANC has already gone into full-blown damage control. A high-level crisis meeting was reportedly called just hours after the clip began trending on all major social media platforms. #ZumaLeak, #ANC enemies within, and #who is the enemy are now dominating South African Twitter, X, and there's a public outcry for answers. Who exactly is Zuma referring to? Is this a veiled shot at current ANC leadership? Is he targeting sitting ministers? Or maybe even Cyril Ramaphosa himself? Let's step back for a second and understand the deeper context. Jacob Zuma has long maintained that there are elements within the ANC that have lost touch with its revolutionary roots. During his presidency, Zuma often faced resistance from within the party, including from technocratic factions that aligned more with corporate interests than liberation ideals. Many of his loyalists believe he was deliberately undermined from within, especially in the years leading up to his forced resignation in 2018. Now, with the Umkhonto we Sizwe (MK) party gaining traction as a Zuma-line breakaway movement, this leak couldn't come at a more strategic time. Supporters of Zuma are calling this the moment of truth. They argue this is proof of what they've always claimed, that the ANC is no longer united, and worse, that it's been infiltrated. Some are going even further, suggesting that Zuma may be laying the groundwork for a major political shift ahead of 2026, maybe even a formal breakaway or a campaign to reclaim control of the ANC itself. The reactions have been fierce. EFF Deputy President Floyd Shivambu tweeted, "This confirms what we've been saying for years. The ANC is a captured project. Zuma is late to the truth." And that's not all. MK party leaders are already calling for mass mobilizations. They want a purge. They're demanding the names of those so-called enemies within. And they're urging Zuma supporters to cleanse the movement. The rhetoric is getting dangerously close to revolutionary language, and that should concern anyone invested in democratic stability. So the big question now is Zuma exposing a painful truth that's long been buried under party loyalty and political survival? Or is this a calculated move to fracture the ANC even further, to regain political relevance, and perhaps reclaim his legacy? There's another layer here too. This leak has sparked a broader public debate about loyalty, betrayal, and political infiltration. In a country still healing from the damage of state capture, these words hit hard. South Africans are asking, who can we trust? Who is truly serving the people, and who is serving their own interests, or worse, foreign agendas? This scandal also raises serious concerns about cybersecurity and internal leaks within political parties. If this audio was indeed leaked from an internal meeting, it shows just how fragile the ANC's internal control has become. If Zuma's voice wasn't meant to go public, someone inside wanted this to be heard. And that someone may have just ignited a political firestorm. So what comes next? Expect the ANC to issue a formal statement soon. If the clip is verified, there could be disciplinary hearings, internal investigations, and possibly suspensions. If the clip is deemed fake, there'll still be damage, because the public perception is already shifting. Meanwhile, Zuma's supporters are doubling down. They're using this moment to rally support, question the legitimacy of current leadership, and reignite old loyalties. Whether this will result in new political realignments remains to be seen, but one thing is certain, this leak has pulled the curtain back on the deep fractures within South Africa's ruling party. And the timing? Just as political campaigns start to ramp up for the 2026 general elections. Coincidence? Highly unlikely. This isn't just about Zuma anymore. It's about the future of the ANC, the direction of South African democracy, and whether the ruling party can still claim to represent the people. Let us know in the comments, do you think Zuma's claims are legit, or is this just another political strategy? Who do you think the recruited enemies are? And how should the ANC respond? Thanks for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking updates and political analysis from across South Africa. This is a story that's far from over. Until next time, stay informed, stay engaged, and see you next time.